welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming again if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. I will be discussing mostly cross stitch and showing hopefully a bit of progress. Sorry that I'm late. It is the 4th of March. We're supposed to do a video on Sunday. It is what it is. Work has kept me extremely busy, so there's probably not as much progress as I would have liked to have had, but there's a few whips, bit of variety, because I am participating in Whip Go this year. I'm going to start the video with some stats. You may know that I'm aiming for 200,000 stitches this year. At the end of February, I had reached 18,954. I'm supposed to have been up to 33,000, but I knew that I was behind and hadn't caught up. In the month of February, I had stitched 11,537 stitches. So I'm not upset with that. Not as much as I'd wanted, but work has to be a priority over cross stitch, and my new job has been intense in the best way possible. I'm going to get right into it. First up, I'll show you haystack. I will try and figure out how to do a clip of the last video to show you where I was up to. And this is where I'm up to now. I'm pretty certain I hadn't finished purple last time you saw, and I have started on the next, and it's starting to fill in, which I love. I just love the moment it becomes full coverage without being a block of colour. I hate confetti. No, I love confetti. I hate blocks of colour. So filling in and having it complete when I have been doing confetti is the best feeling. So this is now at 27%. I'm probably not going to finish it by my birthday as I'd hoped, but that was always a lofty goal anyway. And now that I'm working on other things, I'll aim for it, but let's be honest, it's not happening. The next whip to show you is Fairy Bubbles. Again, I will try and put a photo here or a little video. And she is now this much. So I'm about halfway through the page one. Again, if you haven't been here before, I've broken the pages down myself. This isn't true page one of Hade, but sort of, yeah, it's a supersized max colour. I'm staggering the edges because I don't want lines, and there's just too much of it to do my standard, like, look. Anyway, that is her. The next consistent whip is my temperature stitch. I am still up to date. As I was doing February, it wasn't boring. Boring isn't the right word. I'm not sure I love the colour palette I've got. It's just too same. So as you can see, I've got January and February, and there is a week in February where the maximum and the minimum are exactly the same colour. So I'm not going to change it now. It's too late. I am considering next year, if I do it, to make it 5-degree increments rather than 10, and just sort of doubling the number of colours I use. But maybe as I go through the year, it will look okay and I won't hate it as much. I don't hate it. That's not the right way of putting it. I just expected a little bit more variety, but maybe that's just what the weather is. And the last consistent whip, I'm kind of technically not up to date as I wanted to be, because the most recent block was released an hour ago. So I would have been up to date according to when I was supposed to do this video. I am no longer up to date, but whatever. The Peppermint Purple Blackwork Sal, This is the first half. The sail itself is just one of the blocks. As I've said previously, someone mentioned if you duplicate it, it's a perfect square, so you can make it into a cushion. I've flipped it so it's not mirrored. And then when I was trying to figure out what to back it with, because rainbow wouldn't have worked, because you wouldn't have matched the colours, black was too boring, I decided to invert the colours and do it again. So this is my second lot. As you can tell, I've got a lot of borders still to go. When I get time to cross stitch at work, I have been naughty and working through my lunch break. That's what I work on. It's mindless block border stitching. It's small. So hopefully I'll have the borders done relatively soon. Yeah, it's going great. I love it. I am so in love with the pattern. Get excited every week for the new release, and I am very glad to still be up to date. And that, I'm pretty sure, unless I've forgotten it somewhere, is my my regular whips that you'll see every week, month. The next lot are the Whip Go pieces. I have got 4 because I started Whip Go late, so I did my January and February all at once. My aim on Whip Go is to work on the whip at least once a week. I did that on all 4 whips, so yay me. The first one is the Magic Grotto. It is really not much at the moment. I'm doing it, pardon me, least stitches to most, so it's kind of irritating working on a lot of pinks which blend in with my gridding, but it's getting there, and it's an interesting experience to do something different. So that's going away because the month is done. The next Whip Go piece is Save the Stitches. I am focusing on the borders first. Even if it does come up again, I want the border to be completely done before. So I got a fair bit done considering. I think at the beginning of Whip Go it's just the ones that I've got numbered. And I'm loving this floss. It is DMC 4245. Would like your opinion if that is okay. I saw somewhere on one of the groups they listed out what colours were part of the variegated DMC. Sorry, I'm just trying to get it up. So 4245 is a combination of DMC's 550, 791, 796 and 939. For the inside of these, like the actual black work, what colour do you think I should do? I've never known. That's part of the reason I also was waiting for the borders to be done. I mean, I automatically lean towards 550 because it's my favourite DMC. Like, not only is purple my favourite colour, like 550 is my favourite DMC colour. I don't want to just do that because I don't want to be predictable, but at the same point, I want to love it. Do I do a combination of 4? Do I just do 550? Do I do one of the other colours? I think, was it the 797? The blue would look quite pretty. What would you do? Or 796, close. What would you do? Would you use a completely different colour? Would you use one of those? Would you use all 4 of those? Would you just do all of it in the variegated? Let me know what you think. Okay, moving on. The next Whip Go piece was Sleeping Beauty by Mirabilia. Not anything too exciting. I have just continued on the border. Absolutely love this fabric. Colour Cascades. Tammy, she does an amazing job Yeah, I didn't think I could fall in love with a piece so much because of a border. Like, I didn't want to stop stitching on anything this month, which was kind of cool. Like, I thought Whip Go would be a bit distracting, but it's showing me what I actually like in my whips, which is a good thing. So if I enjoy stitching on it and don't want to put it away, it means I should still have it. And speaking of, the last Whip Go piece I have is Peaceful Forest by Bent Creek. This is a sale with Mitch Stitch. We both bought the chart at in Mittagong, Victoria House Needleworks, I think it's called. And I got 2.5 trees done in the month. This one was probably the one I enjoyed the most. I don't know why. Like, that sounds really weird. I don't enjoy block stitching, but that one, it kind of, because it was making shapes maybe, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, was loving my whips. For next month's Whip Go in March, it's Peaceful Forest again. So I'm hoping to at least get all of the trees completed, if not some of the border as well. And the other piece, I'm going to show you. So this is what it will look like. The colours aren't exact. I pulled them myself, so I'm hoping to at least finish the other 2.5 trees, and ideally I would love to get the border done as well, but let's be honest, I don't get time to stitch, so it's not happening. And then the second Whip Go piece is, yes, Today's Good Mood is sponsored by coffee, Lizzie Kate Coffee Time. This was started as a sale with Kerry and Stitches. I hope that's your channel name. Pretty sure it's Kerry and Stitches. I will, if I'm wrong. And this is all I've got done of that one. So hopefully I'll get, my aim for the month for this one is at least the coffee cup. I'm not sure I'll get anything else. It is what it is. I think that's it, guys. I'm sorry if I spoke really quickly. I don't have a lot to say. My whip's, more than normal, so that's something. I am excited for the year. Like, I've lost a lot of cross-stitching time, but for the best reason, and I'm not even upset. I am still planning on doing the whip parade, but again, I just didn't get time to sit down and organize it. As I was going, there are a lot of whips that I started pretty soon after I discovered cross-stitching, so I've left 0 fabric allowance. Now, I mean, I don't leave a lot as it is. So what's that? 1.5 inches, maybe? We don't work in inches. So it's not a huge fabric allowance. Like, I've seen people leave decent amounts, but one of my whips, well, it's a series of whips, so there's like 5 of them. I've left like that much. So I'm going to have to go through my whips and seriously consider what I could possibly restart or what I'm going to do with those. I am going to aim, hopefully, to get the whip parade up in 2 weeks and have it as a standalone video. If that doesn't happen because of life, dance, work, it will be part of my April video. So the whip parade is coming. Thank you everyone for commenting and letting me know that you wanted that. On that note, I think I'm going to go. I'm going to stitch Peppermint Purple for a little bit before I crash and burn, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Bye guys.